Okay, just the 22nd of October. I've got my headphones on because I'm literally going to take my dog for his evening walk after this. But picked this up from B&M today. I've kind of ummed and ahed about it a few times, but I thought, yeah, might as well get it. Unless I get any for Christmas, this is probably the only one I'm going to buy out of this wave. Now, I remember these, at least in the UK, were originally, I think they were exclusive to Primark for a little while. Because I do remember my sister, she's actually got these. In fact, she got half of the wave. She got Doodle Bob, she got Glove World, SpongeBob, and Patrick with the phone. I was going to open this, but then I realised, for whatever reason, I don't know why, the box is taped shut. Actually, it's glued shut, should I say. So, yeah, basically you can't open this box without ripping it, which is a shame because I want to keep the box. It's a nice little display piece for Doodle Bob, and I think Doodle Bob looks the best out of it. The rest, I don't know. They don't look bad, but they look a little bit odd, to be honest. Yeah, they do look a little bit odd, and that there's something a little bit off about them. But Doodle Bob, I had to get Doodle Bob, which he was only £4. It was only £4, and you know what? For £4, pretty good. Because again, when these were in Primark, I do remember seeing them in Primark at the time, which, yeah, really weird, and that they would be, but well, I don't know if they were exclusive to Primark or not, but it was the only place you could find them for quite a while, and then they kind of went away, and obviously I think B&M must have bought up all the stock, because it's currently the only place I currently see them at the moment. But oh, I'm having a hard time focusing. There we go. Again, this is the only one I particularly wanted, and that out of the wave, and that. But yeah, I didn't realise that. That's put me off actually a bit. The fact that these boxes, you know, rather than being resealable, you have to basically rip them open. No reason to, you know, why have they done that? Probably to save a couple of pence, I don't know. Because to be honest, if they'd done it as a little flap there, it wouldn't need to be glued. But yeah, they've glued the top and the bottom flaps shut, so they essentially have to be ripped open, which very anti-collector, basically, with that. So yeah, this thing is going to be essentially sealed in here for all time. Oh well, at least Doodle Bob can never escape from his prison. Okay, so it's the 23rd of October. Got a record here. It's a 7-inch. And where's my knife? There it is. I can feel they have put a bit of padding of some sort on here, which is good. I do have a story to tell behind this one, actually. I don't like this box actually the way it is. There's no pull tab on it, so I'm hoping I'm not bending the record by pulling this like this. Okay, there's a bit of... Come on! For God's sake. There we go, there we go, right. Okay, it's in excellent condition. This is Hardfi I Shall Overcome, which is a 7-inch EP. Record itself, ooh, it's as thick of dust. It's thicker dust, otherwise it looks perfectly fine. But this one I don't believe I have, if I remember rightly. There is a chance though this could get a release as part of it, because the album this is part of hasn't been released on vinyl. The singles have. Ooh, also, look at that, you can see where it was originally pressed through there. There's a bit of the vinyl access, but I'm just going to get rid of all this. This has a lot of dust, although otherwise looks in really good condition. It just looks like it's got a load of dust on it. God, I keep cleaning it. I keep seeing more and more. Come on. There we go, there we go. So, this was $4.98 including the delivery, which, you know what, for a 7-inch record, and especially one in this pretty good condition. Really good condition. Fair enough for that. Pretty good. However, this is the second one I've had to buy. And here's where my little story about it goes. So, the original one I bought went missing in the post. And that one was Every. This one was Royal Mail. And that, so yeah, you can gather with that. However, the original one I ordered was actually a little bit more expensive. In fact, if I get it up on my eBay, because that one came from Discogs. The first one I ordered came from eBay, which was $8.94, and it was more expensive, but it was signed, which is why I wanted it. But yeah, that was the original one I ordered, which was signed by the band, and yeah, unfortunately, that one, since the seller sent it via Every lost it in the post, and yeah, I never got it. So this one was cheaper, but I would have preferred, if I could have gotten the signed one, you know, I would have preferred that. Yeah, not the first time Every has lost one of my parcels in the post. Yeah, so Every, I mean, that's the thing with Every here in the UK. They used to be called Hermes, and they had such a bad reputation that they actually, I think when they got taken over by another company, they changed their name to Every to try and dissociate themselves a bit. And yeah, just as bad. I mean, all of them are pretty crap. And that, at least with Royal Mail, it will show up. Every, it usually shows up, but a lot of the time it doesn't. So yeah, this also includes an acoustic version of I Shall Overcome as well. So yeah, something that even if it did get released, if the album did get released on vinyl as like a 20th anniversary edition, the acoustic version may or may not be on there. Don't know. It's like how the 20th anniversary of CCTV, Scars of CCTV, does not include the acoustic version of Cash Machine, which is a shame because it's a really nice version of that song. But yeah, that's basically it. So bye bye. Okay, so it's the 25th of October. This is a package from Vinted. Now this one was delivered to my local post office via Every, and I went to go collect it last night, and basically I got there at 2 minutes past 10 at night because I'd been out during the day, and they told me they weren't allowed to give me it after 10 o'clock, which is, I still don't know why. Like, you know, yeah, okay, you're not allowed to give stuff after 10, but it's literally, I've been waiting in the queue and that, and it's 10:02, it's 2 minutes past 10, like, so yeah, my dad had to thankfully picked it up for me today, otherwise I would have had it yesterday. But yeah, it has some bubble wrap in there. This cost me £7.72 including postage. It's a DVD drive. it is a DVD drive, which I'm hoping, I'll have to have a look at it, but I'm hoping that the DVD drive itself, and this thing is brand new pretty much, so it's all got the cellophane and that on there, but I'm hoping that the DVD drive can just slide out and I can slot in one of my 4K drives, because I was looking for an enclosure for this. And basically this is pretty much the same price, in fact slightly cheaper than the price of a lot of the enclosures you can get for them. So yeah, plus also this one does have two USB 2.0 ports and an SD card slot. It uses micro USB 3.0, which is interesting. It also has a power connector as well if it needs extra power. It shouldn't just for the drive itself, though it can technically work as a powered hub. Now, let's see, so just show the other things and that it comes with. So it comes with a micro USB 3.0 to USB-A. I have no idea whether it actually works or not. And it also comes with a barrel plug to USB, so if it needs extra power and that. But yeah, this also has USB-C and that on it as well. So yeah, it's one of those ones where you can use it as USB-A or USB-C. I thought that would be an adapter that clicks on there, but no, it's a separate bit of cable. That's interesting. I think especially if you power it via USB-C, that'll give it a little bit extra juice. But what I'm going to do is, there we go, because this is normally the easiest way to do this, unless it's screwed in, which is a possibility. There we go. But a lot of these are just friction put in, so if you can eject the drive. Okay, I can. It might be screwed in. I'm not sure. No, it's not. It's not friction. Okay, it's not friction. So this is going to have to be disassembled. First of all, I'm going to take plastic off. I mean, at worst, I can use it as a DVD drive, and I'll use it exclusively for like DVDs and CDs and that. So I was taking a bit of a gamble, but yeah, I'm just wondering how it is disassembled. I'm assuming, God, there's even little bits of plastic on the feet. I'm assuming, hopefully, under these rubber feet. No, there is no screw under that rubber foot. Okay. So, how does it click together is my question. Because it will click together somehow. I've just got to figure out how without breaking it. Giving it a good shake like that. Oh, is it actually coming out like that? I think it's actually pushing it out. Hang on. Is that pushing it out, or am I just imagining it? I'm just trying to figure out how this thing goes together. Like, is it actually screwed in? Oh no, let's give it some power again. So this is also a generic no name and that, but if I get a light, Because on the back of these drives there are mounting screws and that, and some of these enclosures use screws and other ones don't. I don't know which this one is. I'm also not sure how this case is put together. Oh. Nah, that is not coming out. Right, so I'm just looking at this and the side bits look separate. Yes, they are. Okay. So, what I think I'll do is I will grab my screwdriver and see if I can force it open. Oh, that bit nearly went down the journey. So yeah, I'm going to get a screw bit and... Oh, nearly there. Ah. Right, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so that's one side. That's another. So the back does not want to come out. But look at this thing is now all like fully coming apart. How is it attached at the back? Can I see? Can I actually see with this? Well, it's literally coming apart. God, it doesn't want to budge, does it? Howie, come on. Let's try the bottom actually. Will the bottom bit come off on its own? I'm not sure. I'm going on forever with this. Okay, I may or may not have broken that off. I'm not actually sure. But basically, that is how it was held together. Like these pegs at the back were not holding it in. But the drive itself. What is holding it in? Is it just glue? Is that just glued in at the back? I think it is. Yeah, it's just glue. Okay, right. So, basically, it was just glue holding that thing in. So, in we go. So, yeah. There we go. Where's that USB cable I just had a second ago? That came with it. So yeah, I think if I did keep pulling, it might have came out. I don't know, but does my PC recognise it as a drive. Let's try putting a disc in. This is the same day this arrived. So why not put a 4K disc in? I can hear it loading, it's just not showing. That's interesting. Oh, there we go, it's showing up. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, hooray! Okay. So, this works. This works, and it works for the purpose I wanted it for. So yeah, basically there's a bit of glue at the back there which is keeping the drive on there. I'm going to peel that off actually. Before I put this thing back together, I'm going to take off that little pad, or scrape it off actually. That little pad of glue. So this is probably deliberately to stop you from doing this, like just using it as a regular enclosure. Or maybe it is just to keep the drive in, I don't know, but I'm going to get that off there so then the drive can just slide in and out at will. There we go, this was a long one, sorry. I know it's not particularly interesting, but yeah, that can now slide in there. Oh, I see. So they go in like that. And there we go. I can lift that back up actually if I need to. So yeah, I think I did break off the tab and that on the back. If I wanted to, I could glue it back together. If I wanted to actually. But I quite like being able to just lift it up like that. Solution. Rather than gluing it and permanently putting it back together, why not use a bit of blue tack on each peg? There we go, bit of blue tack on one, bit of blue tack on the other. I might have overdid it a little bit, but now when I put this thing back together, he says maybe, maybe not, and he just knocks off the bits of blue tack. That was good. That was clever. I am farting on so much with this thing. I knocked off one of the bits of blue tack. I don't know where it went. But there we go, that'll stop it from accidentally dropping off, as you can see. And yeah, I think if I pulled with this one for long enough, if I pulled it hard enough, if I'd known it was just a tiny bit of adhesive on there, it would have eventually pulled it out. So basically, if you buy one of these yourselves in the future, just know that that is an option. But yeah, There we go, there's a 4K Blu-ray drive in an enclosure with USB ports and an SD card slot. Hooray!